question 4. So that's page 2. Okay. We've got B, C, and D on points on the circle. They give you an angle inside the triangle and one exterior angle. So explain why BC is not a diameter of the circle. There are some things which can immediately find out, okay, based on the two angles that are given to us. If you do not know how to start, then fill in whatever you can first. What are the angles that you can find? CBD, okay. This will be how many degrees? 180 minus 129, right? So that'll be 61 degrees. Okay, so no, 51 degrees. Angle CBD equals to 180 degrees minus our angle DVA to give us 51 degrees. And we say that this is adjacent angles on a straight line. So what if I get this 51 degrees? What else can I find? CDB, okay, how much is CDB? 180, then minus our 38, minus 51. Okay, and that gives us, this is 89, so 91 degrees, am I right? Okay, so what if I can find that this is 91 degrees? So here we got angle sum of triangles. Okay, so what if I've got these three angles now? So what do you think will be helpful for us? Okay, CDB is not 90 degrees. Why do you come up with this 90 degrees? Why do you want to consider 90 degrees? Okay, so this is not equals to 90 degrees, right? So this is how we can present it. So if it is 90 degrees, we know that it is an angle in a semicircle. And since it's a semicircle, then the circle is divided into two parts, and that must be the diameter. But since it's not 90 degrees, we can say that by the converse of, converse means the reverse now. Normally we say, oh, it's an angle in a semicircle, so it must be 90. So now I go to the reverse. Since it is not 90, then it must not be the diameter. Or since it is 90, then it must be the diameter, something like that. So by the converse of angle in semicircle, since angle CDB not equals to 90 degrees, then BC is not the diameter. Okay? Okay, you see that this is 2 marks worth. I don't have the marks allocation, but I know definitely they need to see this 91 degrees. In other words, it's not 90 degrees, and they must also know that you are considering the angle in semicircle. You're showing them that, hey, the angle in a semicircle must be 90 degrees. Since it's not 90 degrees, it's not a semicircle, so it can't be the diameter. Okay? Now next, question 5, anybody? Hui, question 5, Xin Hui. Right, question 6, you all checked the answer already, right? Yes, do you need help with this? Say again? Part B, okay. Part A, all okay? Xin Hui, Part A, okay? Okay, then now let's take a look at Part B. Huma claims that in 2014, in general, males married at a higher age than females. So we only need to consider the 2014 information. All the solid lines. Males married at a higher age than females. Do the charts support her claim? Okay. These two charts, they show us the age group and the number of marriages per age group. For Huma to say that males marry at a higher age than female, we need to consider both male and female, the age that they get married at. Okay, here we've got the males, here we've got the females. we see that males, it is rather, it's quite in the middle. Okay, let me draw a line. If I divide this into two equal parts, not equal, but divide it into these two parts, we see that the number of people over here, that means we add all these values up, is quite similar to the number over here. Whereas for the females, we see that we can't really tell that females are marrying at a higher or lower age than the males. So I think this answer will be open. Okay, as long as you're able to justify, you should be given the answer. This is a 1 mark question. So what are some of the answers that you have? Then let me verify for you. Do you feel that males marry at a higher age than females? What do you all think? What are your answers? This is my answer. I drew a line on the 30th to 34 age group for both the male and the female. I see that, like I said, kind of divides it into half over here. Half of them below 30, half of them after 34. Whereas for the female, right, if you look at just 30 to 34, would you say that there are more people over on this side compared to this side, the blue and red one? Do you feel that there are more females who get married within the range of 15 to 30 as compared to from 34 onwards? Just by the shape of the graph, just by the distribution, I think we can tell that compared to for the males. So I would say that the charts support, yes. I feel that the charts support that because approximately half of males get married after, this is 30 to 34, right? 34 years old, while less than half of females get married after 34 years old. Okay, do you agree with this explanation? Hoi, okay? Winnie? Alright, then moving on. Right now the sets represented by the shaded regions. Do you need help with this question 7? 7b. Okay. 7b, I see that it is made up of 2 shaded regions. If I can find one shaded region, I should be able to get the answer. Meaning if I can describe this one, this blue shaded part, if I can find the blue shaded part, then it will be the blue shaded part or the red shaded part. Agree? This blue and the red, they are all it's either blue or red. If you can find the blue, I'm sure you can find the red because it's going to be the same steps. Let us try to find the description for the blue color shaded part. Okay, I see that the blue one includes A. Okay, this is the blue region. It is A, but I don't want this part. So I now want to get rid of it. I want to find a way to describe it. Let's choose A. You have options. You have union, you have intersection. Okay, do you know the difference between these two? Union and intersection? Union will be or intersection will be and. Do you remember me saying this before? If I want girls who I want students who are females and wearing spectacles. So it's an and. Then it's just the two of you, right? If I want students who are female or wearing spectacles. So now you include POE. Get it? The difference between union and intersection now. Okay, so let me try A union B. Can do some trial and error. A union B will look like this. You know, A union B. Wait, did I make a mistake? Okay, A union B looks like this. A intersect B looks like this. Remove all this. Now I want let me think. Okay, this is our A intersect B complement. Agree? So now I want the other side. So this is just my rough working. You can put it at the side. This will be our A intersect B complement. What do you think this side will be then? Like it's like a mirror image. Must be B intersect A complement. Okay, so now I want this part. It is either this part or this part. Okay, so it will be A intersect B complement. Then on this side we have B intersect A complement. Is it going to be a union or intersection? Union means I take everything. Intersection means where all the shaded regions overlap. So do you think I want a union or intersection? What do you think? Intersection, okay. Do you see whether these two grey shaded regions, right, do they intersect at all? They don't intersect. So if I take the intersection, then the answer is 0. There's nothing. For you, what do you think? You thought of intersection. So Winnie, what do you think? Intersection, okay. You see, intersection for A and B, right, is this part. Okay, do you agree this is the intersection? What about if A looks like this and B looks like this? Where is the intersection? Is there any intersection? Any intersection? Don't have, right? Okay, now in our example over here, this portion is described by A intersect B complement. Then on the other side we've got B intersect A complement. If you look at these two shaded regions, do you see them overlapping? The blue and the green one, do they overlap at all? Do they overlap? This point over here and this point, they are not considered overlap. Okay, so do these two shaded regions overlap each other? If they don't overlap, can they intersect? They cannot intersect. So intersection will give me nothing. But if I choose union, that means I want everything that's shaded, the blue one and the green one. Would that give me therefore the answer? Yes? Yeah, so this is our answer. A intersect B complement, union B intersect A complement. I'll need to draw my A intersect B. A intersect B is over here. I'm doing this part. Then I want complement, so it's everything outside. Okay. This is A intersect B complement. So now I'm going to draw this side, A union B. A union B looks like this. Agree? Okay, so now because I've got the luxury of many colors, right? I'll put it over here. So blue color is my A union B. Then since I want the intersection, I'm trying to find out the parts where they cross. And we see that the parts that cross will be this one and this one only. So yes, this answer is also correct. Okay? Do you have any other answers you want me to check? Any? No. Okay. Next one, question 8. Do you need help with this? No? Vinny? Question 9. Vinny? Hoi? Sinhui? Okay. And question 10. Which one? Question 10. Yeah, it's fine. What did the answer key put? 1.5. 1.5 is fine. Oh, you okay? 11. First, find the time it will take for 5 workers to erect the fence. Okay, so let's X the number of workers, TB time taken. So when they tell you it is inversely proportional, you must be able to write down the equation. T equals to K over X. Winnie, are you okay with this part? T equals to K over X. Huh? So now, 4 workers take 17.5 hours. Substitute the values in. 4 workers take 17.5. So 17.5 equals to K over 4. Therefore, K must be equals to 4 times of 17.5. Can we figure out how much is this? 17.5 times 4? What do you get? How much? 70. Okay, so now I'm going to substitute this back into my original equation. T equals to 70 over X. And now I'm going to substitute the X to be equals to 5. So T equals to 70 over 5 will give us 14. So 14 hours are required. Understand? So then, once you finish, right, look at the question again. Does it make sense? I've got 4 workers that take 17.5 hours. If I've got 5 workers, it should take less time, which in this case is 14. So it's fine. Okay? The key over here is to be able to write this equation now because it is inversely proportional. It's going to be T equals to K over X. Now for 12b, who needed help for this? Okay. Force inversely proportional again to the square of the distance d. Based on this first statement, you must be able to tell me that F equals to K over d squared. Do you have this? Xinhui, do you have it? Hoi, do you have it? Then what do you write instead? Okay, now every time you see inversely proportional, this is how you do. Are you aware of how to get this equation now? Okay. The distance between the 2 objects increased by 20%. It went up by 20%, okay? So we've got our original force with our original distance. Can so far? Okay, so how much is the value of K? Because we always want to find the value of K. K must be equals to F times D squared. Agree? Okay? Are you okay? Take some time to think about it. I just manipulate only. Okay? So take note, this F over here and this D over here, they are both the original values. Alright? So now I've got a new force. The new force must be equal to K over the new distance and we square it. Agree? Okay, what is the value of K? FD squared, right? And just now we said that the F is the OF, the D is the OD, right? So let me just put them all in. Okay, I shouldn't write it this way. New, F new. Okay, that's better. Equals to FD squared over, now, the distance I am supposed to square it. Alright? Now it is the new distance. It is the new distance. What is the new distance? Increased by 20%. So original was D. What is the new one? We increase by 20%, what do you get? 120% of D, right? 120% of D is given to be in decimal. How much is it? 120%. How much is that in decimal? 1.2. Agree? Agree? Okay, so here we put in 1.2 D squared. And keeping in mind that numerator I've got the original F, original D, denominator I've got the original D inside now. Get it? Okay, so we continue. We've still got the original F, we've still got the D square. In our denominator, 1.2 square, how much is that? 1.2 square? Okay, 1.44 D square. Right? Then you see the D square and the D square can cancel, right? Let's cancel them. I am now left with, what is 1 over 1.44? 0. Okay. Do you have it in fraction or is it exact? Okay, so this gives me 25 over 36 F. So the new force is apparently 25 over 36 of the old force. Is that bigger or smaller? Smaller. The new force is actually smaller than the old force. Okay so far? Then now we are ready to find the percentage reduction. Percentage reduction equals to something minus something divided by something times 100%. And then the denominator always stays the same one, original. Okay? Now, percentage reduction. How are we going to put in the numerator? Is it the final minus original or original minus final? Let's think about it. Because sometimes I have this problem also. I don't know which one minus which one. Now, they want percentage reduction. Are we expecting a positive or a negative answer? Positive. What do you think? Positive or negative number? Positive. Negative. Originally, it was F. The new value is bigger or smaller? That's why I asked you, right? The new one is bigger or smaller? Smaller, smaller, smaller. Hey, the original is F. The new one is 25 out of 36, which is less than 1. 25 over 36 is less than 1, right? So the new force is less than the old force. Agree? New one is less, so it became smaller. There was a reduction. If there is a reduction, we expect the percentage reduction to be positive or negative? No, positive. You see, originally, let's say I have $10. Then now I reduce to become $8. The reduction, is it positive or negative? Yeah, it's positive because it got smaller. So I expect it to be a positive number. In the numerator, what minus what will give you positive? You only have two choices, final minus original or original minus final. Which one? Not 36 minus 25. New minus original or original minus new? New is smaller. Original minus new. Now all of you agree? Original minus new? Okay. Original minus new. Now we put in the information. Original was F. Right? Then minus the new one, which is 25 over 36 F divided by F. Right, divided by original. Then I multiply by 100%. So 1 minus 25 over 36 is 11 over 36. F divided by F times 100%. Alright? Then the F and F can cancel, leaving me with 1100 over 36%. Then what does your calculator tell you for this? If you divide by 4, I get 9, 4, 25. Okay, 25 times 11 is? Huh? 275. Okay. So 275 over 9%. Can it be simplified further? Cannot. And what is the answer at the back? Okay, we are required to apply a few some formula over here. What do you think is the formula that we are required to use? You must be able to quote me the formula first lah. Okay, they include radians over here. Then they've got the angle of the minor sector. They've got a perimeter of the sectors also. Perimeter of the minor sector. So let me highlight the perimeter of the minor sector. Right? It is made of 2 of the radius plus the arc length. Agree? Then for the major sector, it is made of the 2 radius again plus the arc length. So definitely I need a formula for arc length. What is the formula for arc length? S equals to no pi r theta. Agree? S equals to r theta, where r is our radius and theta is our angle in radian. Okay, this is our angle in radian. This is our arc length. Okay, so we can straight away form the equation already. Perimeter of minor sector equals to, what do you think? Perimeter of the minor sector. What is it made up of? Okay, 2r, then plus r theta. All okay? If you want to factorize, you can. So it's r2 plus theta. Next, perimeter of major sector is equals to, again, 2r plus, now this time what is the arc length of the major sector? 2r plus, you need to think, it's in degrees, but theta is in radian. So you cannot combine degrees and radian together. You must convert. Which one will you convert? Do you know the conversion? Who needs recap? Raise your hand. Okay, very simple. All you need to remember and memorize is that 180 degrees equals to pi radian. That's all. It's a direct proportion. 180 degrees equals to pi radian. So let's come back here. I want the rate angle. If it is a primary school question, and then we've got the angle theta, but it is in degrees, how will you give me the angle in rate? How will you calculate the angle in rate? Using degrees, assuming that theta is in degrees. Let's pretend this one is theta degrees. How you find the angle in rate? Come on, it's not difficult. You need to talk to me. Jinwei. Huh? How can you not remember? Hui. No, I'm talking about just degrees only. Let's say, okay, let me give you numbers. Let's say this one 15 degrees. Then how much is this? 360 degrees minus 15 degrees, right? All agree? Okay, but now it is not in degrees anymore. This one is in radian. It is theta radian. So how to find this angle? It is the same step. Huh? 1 minus, why 1? Hmm? 1 radian equals to 180 degrees, is it? Does it look like what I just wrote earlier on? Did I say 180 degrees equals to 1 radian? No, I didn't. I said 180 degrees equals to pi radian, right? So how many degrees in a circle? How many degrees in a circle? 360 degrees. Agree? If it is a degree question, all I need is 360 degrees minus that whatever angle that is, right? But now it is radian. So I need to convert my 360 degrees into how many radian? 2 pi. Agree? So 360 degrees is the same as 2 pi radian. So now this angle is called 2 pi minus theta. Understand? 2 pi minus theta. Are you okay with the angle? Winnie, okay? Arc length of the major sector. The formula is still the same, r theta, where theta is the angle. So now 2r plus, what shall I write next? What shall I write next? Perimeter of the major sector. I've got the 2 radius already. Next must be the curved segment. So it is given by a formula which is plus 2 pi minus theta. R. Do you agree? Xin Hui? Hoi? Agree, ah? Okay, yes, it is correct. Now, we also know that the perimeter of the major sector is twice that of the minor. So now I can form equation already. If I want, I can factorize this r out. So it will be r2 plus 2 pi minus theta. Okay, now they are in the same format. Since the perimeter of the major is twice that of minor, I will be able to write r2 plus 2 pi minus theta equals to 2 plus theta. Okay? Okay so far? Can? Then we can now cancel away the r, leaving us with an equation with only how many unknowns? How many unknowns do you see? One equation, how many unknowns? 1. What is that unknown? Theta. Theta is our unknown. Okay, so expand, simplify. 2 plus 2 pi minus theta equals to 4 plus 2 theta. 3 theta equals to 2 pi minus 2. Theta equals to 2 pi minus 2 over 3. Get the answer from your calculator. Okay. Do you understand the question? Hui, do you need help with this question? 17a. Xin Hui, do you need help? Okay, so for Winnie, this is a vector. It is described by a units to the right, 3a units upwards. Okay, and the magnitude is given to be 5 root 10 over 2. Okay so far? So if I give you just PQ equals to a and 3a, you are expected to be able to write down the magnitude, which is magnitude of PQ equals to square root of, with a bracket, right? Then minus, why minus? Plus a square. Okay, so this gives me a square root of 9a square plus a square will be 10a square, which is square root of tan A. Okay so far? Let's leave it like that, huh? Like this. Square root of tan A squared. And this is supposed to be equal to now this is supposed to be equals to 5 square root tan over 2. Agree? What would you like to do to both sides in order to solve for A? We're going to make the A appear. Right now it is hidden inside a square, it is hidden inside a square root. Let's square both sides. So tan A square equals to 25 times 10 divided by 4. A square must be equals to 25 over 4. A is now equals to plus minus 5 over 2. Understand? Now part B. Anybody needs help? Chloe? Part B. Part 1 or part 2? Both. Xinhui? Part 2. Winnie? Don't need. Okay. Line joins the 2 points A and B. So these are coordinate geometry lah. But we can also use vectors to help us solve. AB. AB will be equals to AO plus OB. Agree, Chloe? Okay, what is this O I'm talking about? The O over here. Okay, at the origin. Then what is the vector OA like? You can identify A on the Cartesian plane, right? Negative 5, 1. So negative 5, 1. So over here, this is A, negative 5, 1. So OA is this. OA equals to negative 5, 1. Agree? Then our OB must be therefore equal to 43 and 38. Agree? Okay, now AO is going to be negative of OA, which gives me 5, negative 1 plus 43, 38. Can? Okay, then we will be able to get the final answer already. So this is 48 and 37. So answer 48 and 37. Use vectors to show whether or not the point C, which is 11, 13, lies on this line, the line AB. Okay. To determine whether a point lies on the line, and they want you to use vectors, basically they are asking you whether A, B, and C are collinear. Agree with me? Whether they all lie on the same line. And I told you that to find whether 3 points are collinear, we need to consider 2 things. Whether they are parallel, and whether there is a common intermediate point. Right? Now, if we sketch our A and B, B is obviously on the top right hand side, 43, 38. This is our B. Okay? So I've got A and B. They tell you that C is 11, 13. Then if it lies on the line, it must be somewhere here, right? C. Now I want to compare 2 vectors. What are the 2 vectors that I want to compare? In order to determine whether AB and C lie on the same line. This is point C. Which 2 vectors should I compare in order to determine whether A, B, C lie on the same line? Chloe? A and B are points. I want vectors. Which 2 vectors? You want to compare OA as well as No answer. Don't know. Okay, Xin Hui, what do you think? What will you compare? I want to prove A, B, and C are on a straight line. Which two vectors will you compare? Winnie. A, B, and AC. So she suggests that we compare AB as well as AC. What do you think of her answer? Do you agree or disagree, or not sure? Not sure, you? Not sure. Why do you want to compare these two? Louder, louder, they can't hear you. Same gradient. Okay, do you agree with what she just said? If the red and the blue lines are on the same line, they must have the same gradient. That was your point, right? Okay, having the same gradient doesn't mean that they are on the same line. One more piece of information. And you all can provide the information also. What else must I need in order to show that they are on the same line? Parallel, already said. These two parallel. I find a gradient, I show that they are parallel, can. Yes, there must be a same point. Agree? Now, if we compare the red and the blue lines, the red and blue vectors, are there common points? Yes or no? Yes, okay, what is the common point? C is the common point, right? What else is the common point? A also common point. So that is the approach to solving this. Okay? Let us first find the vector AC. AC equals to, if you want to write down everything, it will be AO plus OC lah. You do enough already, you know that it's equals to OC minus OA. Okay? This part okay? So OC, our vectors will be 11, 13 minus OA, negative 4 and 1, which is 11 minus 4 will be 15, 13 minus 1 is 12. That is our vector for AC. Then we now want to consider AB. AB is equals to OB minus OA. 43, 38 minus OA, which is negative 4, 1. To give me 43 plus 4 is 47. 38 minus 1 is 37. AC and AB, can I express one in terms of the other? Did I make any mistake? This is negative 5. So 11 plus 5 is 16. This is negative 5 again. So 43 plus 5 is 48. And 38 minus 1 is 37. Okay. Now, are you able to express AB in terms of AC? Can or cannot? Winnie says cannot. What do you think? Can I write this? Basically, AB equals to K times of AC. Am I able to write this? So we check out. Okay. AB is supposed to be 16, 12. No, that's AC. Then AB is supposed to be 48, 37. How do we get from 16 to 48? Times what? Times 3, right? How do I get from, then 16 times 3 get 48, right? 12 times 3, what do you get? 36. Is it equal to 37? So I am unable to write this. Okay? So this is my presentation. Since AC is not equals to K times of AB, then point C does not lie on the line AB. For distributions. So you can copy it down so on. For distribution, first you compare the performance. Second, you compare the consistency. How do we compare performance? We use median or mean. That's how we compare the performance. Performance will be things like, example, heavier, faster, better, taller. All these are performance types. So we use the mean or the median. First choice is always the median, because median will be able to remove the outlier values. So if I talk about results, test results, the higher the better, right? So we are able to tell which class has a higher performance. The higher the median, the better it is. So in this case, what are we comparing? Masses of apples and bananas. Are we able to get a median for both of them? We have the median. So median for apples is actually 128 grams. Median for bananas equals to 125 grams. So based on these two, we are going to compare their performance. So which one is generally heavier? Apples are generally heavier because the median of 128 grams is higher than median of bananas of 125 grams. Okay, that is for performance. So other types of performance will be like which are the boys faster or are the girls faster in running, for example. So the boys have a median time of 10 minutes, the girls have a median time of 11 minutes. So who is faster? Boys, because the median is smaller. You get it? Sometimes median smaller is better, sometimes median bigger is better. Depends on the question. The next one is consistency. You will use either the standard deviation or the interquartile range. First choice, standard deviation. Second, interquartile range. Okay? I hope you all remember how to use your calculator to find the standard deviation. The smaller the SD or IQR, the more consistent it is. Remember this one? Remember? Okay, so the smaller the SD or the IQR, the more consistent. So we are going to compare, in this case, the interquartile range. I'll just give you the values for the interquartile range. IQR, you're supposed to spell it out, bananas, equals to 21 grams. IQR for the apples equals to 34 grams. So which one is more consistent? Which one more consistent? Bananas. Okay, because it is smaller, so it is more consistent. Okay, question 20. Part C. Siwei. Winnie? Oh, okay. Okay. X is a number between 200 and 300. Highest common factor of X and 126 is 21. Find the smallest possible value of X. This question, always write down the numbers 126 and 21 in terms of their prime factors. So 21 is straightforward, it's 3 times 7. 126, was it given earlier on? 126 as prime factors, that will be 2 times 3 square times 7. the HCF of X and 126. So I don't know what's this blank, but the HCF equals to 21, right? Then we said that the HCF, is it the union or the intersection? HCF, union or intersection? Then we've also got the LCM, union or intersection? I will say, yeah, okay, union. So this one must be intersection. Okay, so I've got all the blanks over here for my X. When I take X and 126, when I take their intersection, I will arrive at 3 times 7. Okay, that's the intersection. So